Hey, it's Jill Monroe with EUR Web. We are live on the purple carpet at the 56th Annual NAACP Image Awards. We're here with all the celebs, all the execs getting all the tea, all the scoop. Make sure you're locked in. You have a special kind of chemistry with the Wayans family. Can you talk to me a little bit about that, working with them and then seeing them be honored tonight, because it's long overdue?
I mean, honestly, that's why I'm here. I'm here for that moment. I'm here because I plan to make a whole fool of myself shouting for them. This is well-deserved. This is about time, as you said. And this is about not just a legacy of comedic genius, but it's also about a legacy of empowering others. This is a legacy of holding the door open, keeping it open, propping it open, making sure it stays open, and making sure that everyone in the room has the excellence and the work ethic to stay in the room. Because we can give people opportunities, but we can't necessarily give them the ability to sustain it if we don't train them up in the way that they should go. And that's what the Wayans have done.
Mic drop. I don't need you. Okay. What was the first time you guys saw yourself on stage?
Romance was my first studio film that I saw, like, you know, like, and it was funny, that was when the hurricane.
Okay, so Katrina.
Yeah, Katrina. And we were going to theaters and meetings, giving out tickets, and someone was like, yo, I'm here working, it was a feeling you never can get that back when you see yourself on the side, so blessing.
And besides commercials, for me, it was girlfriend. Tony's sister. When two of us was grown and she got married. How about you, Beth?
Just to tell you, we were out family business and he's around here. The most professional person in the world. The best professional person in the world. And I learned a lot from him.
Yes, he's playing Deputy Brown. He's doing 4 episodes of the show. And this is his return to acting. He was an actor back in her 20s and took a little break and now he's back. And so this is his return.
So, talk to me about the importance of the NAACP and the entertainment community and those two as a marriage together.
Well, first, I'm sorry, tall friend. So the NAACP, from our beginning 116 years ago, we started out fighting the birth of a nation, which created a negative stereotype of black folks in this nation. We continue to say we're going to work to correct that image that was created and perpetuated over a number of years. And so every year our effort is to showcase the brightest, the most brilliant, the biggest contributions to our society that are made by black folks, whether it's in entertainment, whether it's publishing, whether it's podcasting, whether it's any aspect of the media. We have to be the ones who open up that door and say, hey, look, here's excellence. Don't discount it, treasure it, reward it. That's our job.
Actually, to the Image Awards, right? Seeing all the people on the carpet, all the excitement. Do you remember the first time you saw yourself on television?
The first time I saw myself on television where everyone else could see me, or my first time, because I did like a little news program. I was a DJ. I really wanted to be a DJ. Even the hosting that you're doing right now has always been interesting. But I'll say the first time I saw myself on the I will just, it was a very cool.
Word on the street is you guys have some incredible projects coming up. I'm gonna ask you about that. Are we allowed to talk about them, or are they a little bit? Okay. A little bit.
I'll let you tell them about what you know.
We have a little something coming out. It's called the Class Reunion. It's the Black Cake on the Breakfast Club. It's nice and our little Real Howery. And I'm actually directing that one. So that's all
Okay, that's all we can say. Okay. So tell me why it's important to still attend this particular award show.
It's important for everyone to remember how magical we are and how when we come together, there's nothing we can't do. And so to come together and celebrate us, it doesn't get any better than that.
Talk to me about BET's involvement with the NAACP Awards and why it's important for those two entities to link up.
Well, the NAACP is tremendously important at this time in our community and in our country. They are sort of like a beacon of hope and light for people who are trying to find their way. And I think BET, as we celebrate 45 years, that to be able to do it with the NAACP is just a very, very special time and a moment for us. Organizations that have lasted the test of time and still are relevant today to our community and to our country.
So I host a talk radio show on KBLA Talk 1580, and we were speaking last night about your deal with T-Pain. So for us lay people that don't understand, what actually happens when you buy a catalog from an artist?
Yeah, so number one, you can't buy what you don't own, or you can't sell what you don't own. So it's really important for artists to be independent, ownership of their artistry, publishing one. So this is that. What it means is that we're rewarding their work with a monetary reward in exchange for partnering with them for their lifetime, the rest of their lifetime career, to enhance and develop and support that catalog over time.
Are they still involved with the process? Because, you know, sometimes we feel like we never hold on to our things for the next generation. And I look at it as, for that generational wealth, we have to come together with people and build. So can you talk to me a little bit about the collaboration and the coming together and how it actually extends the life of an artist?
Yeah, so coming together and creating generational wealth, I think we help to advance the wealth of all the artists that we work with. So that's one way, again, to advance generational wealth. It's like anything else, you're building a company in order to get wealth for your lifetime, you get to sell it. So that's part and parcel of building generational wealth. We are a company that's building a canon of work that we believe will support the next generation and also in partnership growing those. And a lot of times we have alignment around how they grow and how they participate in that growth over time.
As a cast of Abbott Elementary, do you remember the first time you saw yourself on TV?
First time I saw myself on TV is was a stand-up set that I did. I started in stand-up comedy, and so I remember I did a show.
I watched your Netflix special.
Netflix, but that was my first time. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was a stand-up set that I did, but I know as far as Abbott, I watched the show later. You know, yeah, I wait, and so yeah, watching myself and watching it embody this character is almost like an out-of-body experience. And so yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
For all of you coming together to put together this documentary on the life of your father, what is that experience like? Because we've heard so many different things. We've seen footage. There's been, you know, obviously a film with Chadwick Boseman and so forth. And we've seen different elements of him, but never with the personal touch from his family. So talk to me about that experience of bringing it all together.
I will first and foremost say Deborah made it very comfortable for us, for me specifically, to be able to talk about my father as a father, right? Because so many people want to talk about him as an entertainer, but she knew it was important to come behind the scenes and really dig deep and talk about what did he mean to not only us, you know, the rest of the world, but us? Like, what did we feel? And so it was amazing to be able to be a part of this process and to be full circle for a nominated documentary during Black History Month. It's just no better feeling, you know, no better feeling for sure.
I'm excited for everyone to see your story because it's a story of perseverance, resilience, little shade, little fashion, like all the things. What is the part that you were most excited about the public getting to see? Because they saw it on with the Trap Queens, right? They saw that, but now to get to see the fictionalized version, so to speak, it's the real thing, but you know, we got to add some touches to protect the guilty. What's that like?
Actually, I would say it's nothing that's fictionalized about the film. Everything is really 100. You know what I'm saying? So nothing is portrayed or embellished, I should say. I mean, the name, of course. I mean, that's the only embellishing. But when it comes down to it, what's the story? You know what I'm saying? My grandfather used to always say, there's a difference between stories and his story and a story. And so, this is my story. His story, a nigga could sit up there and tell you anything that he want to tell you, and you could believe it. But when it's your story, it's a story. So, no, everything that we have done has been extremely authentic, and Delise can attest to that because I said, I don't want any more, I don't want no embellishing. My life is enough.
Your life is a movie before the phrase was out there.
That's right. I think I'm really looking forward to seeing, for everybody to see DeLon's performance. You know, they saw him in Pose and they've seen him in other things, but I think when they see how he really embodies Gwen's life and her transformation, they're going to be blown away by the level of like emotion that he really packs into the film.
So we are so excited about Beyond the Gates coming on Monday. Can you tell me what it's like to step into a daytime show but with a largely black-dominated cast?
It is so new. Yes, I've done a lot of shows, and over the years, we've had more and more participation by African Americans in every field represented on the stage, i.e. the electronics, the camera people, the lighting, the sound people, the extras, the cast. But now we have black executive producers and black scenic designers and lighting designers and wardrobe and makeup, and it's just a wonderful thing. So how do I feel? I feel like we've arrived. But I love the fact that it's a multicultural show, that we have Asian and Hispanic and white folks on our show as well. And we have them in the background too. So it's a multicultural, multi-generational show. I play Vernon Dupree, the patriarch of the family, a former senator, and I'm proud of my children. My baby girl here, Danny, that's her character's name. That's Carla Mosley. She'll tell you. And she is a former high fashion model. And tell them some more about you.
Yeah, so I'm Carla Mosley. I play Danny Dupree, who's a bit of a wild card on the show. She's not always nice. And yeah, to answer your question, I think, you know, in the 70s we were talking about, Gil Scott-Heron was saying the revolution will not be televised. And while that is still true, it also, now this is a little bit of revolution on our television screens every single day, Monday through Friday. And I think what's revolutionary about being on a soap opera in particular is that you really get to know the people. You really get to know the family. So we're excited.